Welcome back to my channel. My name is Glory. I've actually never explained why cheese masterpiece. Let me use this opportunity to explain why I picked cheese masterpiece. So there's this video that says I don't know, it was on Instagram one particular time. It said look at you, a work of art, Eledumari's masterpiece. So I wanted to use Eledumari's masterpiece, but then I felt like that would be like it wasn't too original. So I needed something that relates, that I could relate to, that would relate to me. So eventually, when I was thinking about it, I liked the masterpiece part, but then I didn't know what to put with it. So I decided to go for, since my name is Glory Chimebe Ndubisi, so I just decided to go for cheese masterpiece, like the short form of Chimebe. So cheese masterpiece, which means God's masterpiece in the Igbo language in Nigeria. Chi is God, so it means God's masterpiece. So that's like a background story for my name. So welcome back. Thank you guys for those of you that have subscribed. I think at this point, I am aware that I have about 52 subscribers. It's been a journey. It's been a journey. And I'm really grateful to those of you that have watched my videos, like the previous videos, follow me on Instagram and are watching my videos and are commenting and liking and sharing. Thank you so much. I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you. So today we'll be talking about I feel like this is a very much needed video because it's very weird, but then I don't know. I haven't seen any video. I haven't checked too, but then with the videos that have popped up on my timeline or something, I haven't seen anyone that says how to travel within Nigeria for the first time. Let's say someone has never traveled within, and I'm talking about Nigeria because I'm in Nigeria. I don't know about other countries. So let's say someone has never traveled within the 36 states, like traveled out of their states to another state within Nigeria, and this is the first time they're traveling out. They're traveling. So, and they're using like a flight. They're using a plane to go. So, the things necessary, like the process and everything. So, I have had like 2 friends now that had this issue. Like they needed to travel for the first time using a plane to another state within Nigeria, and they didn't know. They needed like guidelines on what to do and everything. So I had to help them, tell them the things that necessary and like the things that are unnecessary, things they don't need, and the important information. So I was just sitting down and then I just thought of it. I'm like, why is actually there, like why is there no video on this? I've not checked, or like I keep saying I've not checked, but then like I've never really seen it. It may be there, but then let me just put this out just in case anybody needs to travel for the first time and they're confused on what to do. So let me just give you a background of this time and moment. So this is 2022 November, I think 5th or 6th, one of them. So things may change at the point where you're traveling, but this is like general like background things that you should know. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the documents you need when you're traveling. I think those are like the important things. So the documents you basically need, if you're traveling within Nigeria, you don't really need so much. Like you don't even need a passport, but if you have a passport, then that's fine. You don't even need a passport. You just need to have an identification card, like a means of identification, which could be your national identity card, it could be your student ID card, it could be your driver's license, I guess. It could be your I don't know if your voter's card is, but just to be safe, your national identity card. Just go with your national identity card. If you have the picture on your phone, you can have it on your phone, you can have it hard copy, but I would advise you go with the hard copy. But even if it's on your phone, it's fine. But it should be really clear. So that's like basically the only document you need when you're traveling, that you need to carry when you're traveling to any other state within Nigeria. And then part 2, the next thing you need is the next thing now is booking a flight. So when you are booking a flight, I'm going to use Ibom Air because that's the flights I majorly use, either Ibom Air or Air Peace or United Nigeria. I think those are the three. So when you're booking a flight, like I said, I'll be using Air Peace. So when you open your your browser, you type earpiece, that's AIR, and then peace, PEACE. You type earpiece. So the first these things you see would be like sponsored adverts, things like you see like Wakana and things like that. I really don't use those. I like using the company itself. I like booking through earpiece themselves. So you would actually see the one you see Fly Earpiece. I will insert the screenshots on the screen for you guys to see. You would see Fly Earpiece, https://www.flyearpiece.com. Then you see this thing, and then you click on it. I'm clicking on it on my phone so I could direct you guys very well. So you click on it, and then when you click on it, it brings you to this page where you see book, manage, check-in, agents, things like that. So you click on book, and then you see pay in, obviously Nigerian Naira. Then you see from, let's say you're going from Lagos to, let's say I'm going from Lagos to Enugu. So Lagos, and then I'll put Enugu as my 2. And then you see return or one way. So that return is like when you click return is when you want to pay for going and coming at the same time. Like you want to book your going and coming at that time. But then if you now click one way is just like you're just going from Lagos to Enugu. You're not sure when you're coming back yet, or like you just don't want to book it at the same time. You don't want to book your going and coming back ticket at the same time. So you click on one way. I usually do one way because anything can happen. So I usually do one way. So you click on one way, and then you see you see a calendar just below. Obviously, you see then you have to click on the date you want to go. Let's say you're going, today is the 5th of November. So let's say I was going on the 6th, which is tomorrow. I'll just put the 6th. Then depending on how many people are going, you see like adults, infants, child. If you're just one person going, just put one adult. Leave the infant at 0 and the child at 0. If you're 2 adults, put 2 adults and stuff like that. Then you press continue. Alright, so when you click on continue, it brings you to the prices for that day, and the flights, the time of the flight for that day, and the price. So you see that the price is 70k. They only have 2 flights for that day. The one of 6:50, which is to land by 7:50, and it's 70k, and then 2:15, which is to land by 3:25, which is also 70k. I don't know if you guys can see it. So you pick the one you want. Let's say you want to go. Let's say I'm going in the morning around 6:50 a.m. So I'll click next. I'll click on it. You click on it, and then you see like different options. You would see different options. There's economy non-flexi domestic. There's non-flexi domestic. There's premium economy. There's business domestic. Depending on which one you want to, your money can afford, that the one you want to enter. I usually pick economy non-flexi domestic because, anyways, which is the first one. I usually pick the first one, but now you see that one is sold out. As at this point now, for tomorrow it's sold out, and then the next one is economy flexi domestic, which is 70k, and then there's the premium economy domestic, which is 120k. So let's say I pick the one of economic flexi domestic, which is 70k. I click on next. You pick it and then you click on next. Then you would see the fees and everything, like what made it 70k and everything. And sometimes they add like tax and all these things. So right now it's 71k because of the tax and everything, and your baggage and stuff like that. Then you now see the total, which is 71k, and then you click on next, and then it brings you to this place where you fill your information, where they ask for your information, your title, first name, last name, gender, country, mobile number, your email address. Put in an email address that you know that you use, because if there's any change in the flights, let's say the time of the flight or the date of the flight, they would email you. And also, I think they'll send you an SMS. Yes, they would email you, and they'll also send you an SMS. So you need to put a working email, an email that you know like it's really accessible and easily accessible to you. And then you verify your email address. What else? Then leave that existing piece advantage number, new piece advantage member, blah blah. Just leave everything, and then go down and just click next. Just leave all this. Then go down to where you have payments. You see the total payable 71. That's what you're going to pay. And then you also pick what you want to pay with. There are options for paying. The first one is I want to pay with my local debit/credit card. Pay with bank transfer to get rewarded with 50% cashback TNC apply, blah, blah, blah. I want to pay with my local/international/debit/credit card. I want to book on hold and pay later. I want to pay small. So I usually pick I want to pay with my local debit/credit card. So I click on that, and then it takes me to next. So you click on that, and then you also click I have agreed to the terms and conditions. Then you go to next. Oh, okay, because I didn't fill all these names and everything. So when you go to next, you shall bring out your MasterCard details, and then you fill in all the details, and then you pay your money. And then when you pay, they send you an OTP which you will put in, and then they would give you like this online what's it called? It's kind of like an online, like an evidence of your payments, an online boarding pass, which you would now use to get your physical boarding pass when you go to the airport. So we'll talk about that later. So that's all for booking flights. Oh God, that was very, very hectic. So number 3, okay, I think this is like one of the most important, but this is packing. So if you're using the normal, I think the normal is the economy class. Yeah, I think it's economy. But like the normal seats in the plane, that's what I mean. There are like restrictions when it comes to your packing. You're only allowed to carry your baggage weight in total. I need to explain this in a way that you understand. So there's this thing called hand luggage. That's like let's say your handbags that you're going to carry into the airplane, and then there are your check-in luggages. There's nothing like luggages. They are your check-in luggage, the luggage that you're going to put in the, let's say, boot of the airplane. You're not going to carry it into the plane. You would check it in, and then you're saying the check-in luggage you put into the boot of the plane. So for your check-in luggage, you're only allowed a maximum of 20 kg. So whatever you're going to check in, whatever you're carrying to the other states that you're traveling to within Nigeria, you have to make sure that it's not more than 20 kg. People will be like, oh, how can I wait? How can I use your common sense? That's how, from experience, when you begin to like experience it frequently, then you would know how to pack. You begin to like have this intuition of, okay, this thing cannot be more than 20 kg you get and stuff like that. Because for every extra kg you have, let's say you have 21 kg, because when you go there, when you get to the airport, you would weigh in your bag. They would weigh in what you're checking in. So for every extra 1 kg, as at now, November the 6th or 5th of 2022, you would pay an extra 500 naira. So let's say you have 21 kg, you're going to pay them. That's on top of the airport, on top the flight money you've already booked. You pay 500 naira. If you have 22 kg, you're paying 1k. If you have 23 kg, you're paying 1k5. So you have to be really careful that you pack only the things that you need, only the necessary things. And then for your hand luggage, that's like what you're carrying on your hand. Let's say your handbag or like a little bag that you just want to carry along. You're only allowed 6 kg. That hand luggage cannot be more than 6 kg. Okay, so in total, you're allowed to carry a total of 26 kg. Because 20 for the check-in and then 6 for your handbag. So, because they would weigh the both of them. They would weigh your hand luggage and then the luggage that you're checking in. So, like I was saying, you have to be careful not to exceed 20 kg. And then for the things to pack in your check-in luggage, what you're going to put in the boot of the plane, that's where your lotions should be. Anything that is liquid, you're not allowed to carry anything liquid into the plane. You're not allowed to carry anything liquid into the plane. So put your oils, your body perfumes, your body lotion, your cream, your, what else is liquid? Water, food, anything. Okay, I don't even think you're allowed to carry like food, drinks. I don't know if you're allowed to carry drinks, but yeah, put your liquids in your bag. Put your liquids in your bag, in your check-in luggage. You're not allowed to carry anything liquid in your handbag. They will seize it. Let me just tell you, they will seize it. So you have to check it in. You have to check it in, and then your shoes, everything. So just make sure that everything together is not more than 20 kg. Except you have money to pay for the extra luggage. So, and then your handbag is not supposed to be more than 6 kg. there should be no liquid in your handbag. There should be no sharp objects like scissors, razor, blade, things like that. It would show on the system when they are after they weigh the luggage and then they want to take it into the plane. They pass it through a kind of like a monitor that shows them what is inside the bag. So if there's anything that is unacceptable, things like scissors, blades, sharp objects, huge amount of liquids, like let's say you're carrying like a gallon of something. I don't know how that can enter inside your bag, but let's just say you're carrying like a huge amount of liquid, like really huge amount of liquid. It will show, and then they'll call you to come and remove it, or you shall have to take it home. I don't know. You shall not allowed to pass. Okay, I think that's it for packing, right? Yes, that's it for packing. Also, make sure that your identification card, the card you're going to use as your identification card, your your national identity card, or your driver's license, student ID, whatever, is in your hand luggage, because you're going to be using it a lot to cross and pass. So that's it for packing. Number 4 is arriving at the airport. So we booked the flight of 6:50, right? Let's say your flight is by 6:50. My dear, if it's for IBOM Air, they close their check-in 45 minutes before time. So let's say you are at the airport at 5. What's 45 minutes before 6:50? That should be like 5. Let's say around 5:45. No, that's like an hour. But make sure you're there, just to be safe, to always be safe. Make sure you're at the airport at least 1 hour before your flight. 1 hour 30 minutes before your flight. Let's say my flight is 6:50. So by 5:50, I should be in the airport. By 5:50, I should be in the airport. By 5:50, I should be in the airport. If you can even make it earlier than that, then there's no issue. It's better that you're there and then they delay your flight than you now miss your flight. So make sure you're there at least 1 hour 30 minutes before your flight. Okay, so when you get there, you ask for directions. Tell them, you see like different stands for different flights. You see like Aero, Arik, Dana, Air Peace, IBOM Air, depending on the one you're using, United Nigeria. Then you go to their stand and then tell them that you want to get your boarding pass. They'll ask you for your national identity card and whatever identification card you're using, and then they also ask you for the online confirmation, the online booking thing. So the online confirmation that you got, the thing you got online. So they will give you your boarding pass. So your boarding pass has this. That boarding pass will give you, if you have a check-in luggage, a luggage that you checked in, there's this thing that they will attach to the back. It's the evidence of your checked-in luggage. So make sure you do not lose that thing. Don't lose that boarding pass. Don't lose that thing that is attached to the back of the boarding pass, because if you lose it, there is no way that you're going to, when you land, you need it to claim your luggage when you land. So when you land, the number that is on the back of that thing, the number that is on that boarding pass, on that thing that's attached to your boarding pass, tallies with the number that is on the tag that is on your luggage. So there's this tag that they attach to your luggage, and then they put that same number on the back of your boarding pass. So if you lose it, you cannot obviously claim that this is your luggage, because they'll ask you for the evidence. So that thing at the back of your boarding pass is the evidence that is your luggage. They will check when you're carrying the luggage out. You get to a place where they will check the tag on the luggage, and then they will check the tag at the back of that your boarding pass, and then if it tarries, then they know it's your own, and then you go. But if you lose your boarding pass, you cannot claim that that's your luggage. So that's very important. After you get your boarding pass, you now ask around. You see like a wording, tell them that you see people around, tell them that you've gotten your boarding pass, and then you want to go to the waiting hall. So they will direct you where to go. As you're going to the waiting hall, that's where they're going to search you. So you have to go with just always be with your identification card and your boarding pass. When you get there, the custom officer would ask you for your boarding pass and your national identification card. She'll check it again, and then you go in again, and then that's the place where they do the search and stop and search, something like that. So when you go there, you remove your shoes, put your laptop, your bags, everything in a cart, then it passes to the computer so that they can see what's inside, and then you pass to the machine. You pass to the search machine and stuff like that, and then you pass to, when you come out, don't forget to carry your luggage. Don't get carried away. Don't forget to carry it. You carry your things back, wear your shoes, and then go and sit in the waiting hall. So when you get to the waiting hall, this is where you need to be really attentive. So they will be calling out the flights, because sometimes I've experienced this issue where my flight was called earlier than the time. In your mind, obviously, your flight's supposed to go by 6:50. So around like 6:45, 6:40, they would obviously call you to come and board, so that by 6:50 exactly, you guys have taken off. So that's why I say you need to be at the airport like an hour, sometimes 2 hours before your flight. Like I won't like have any excuses. 2 hours, an hour, 30 minutes, I'm already at the airport, because they can call the flight, they can decide to call it earlier than normal. This is Nigeria, I don't understand. So what was I saying? So when you sit down, you have to be really, really attentive. So if your flight is by like 6:50, they usually would start boarding around like 5:45. Yeah, let's say 5:45, 5:40. Yeah. So you have, so what am I saying? 6:50. You usually start boarding around 6:45. 6:45, 6:30, they would start boarding. So they would call out, let's say the flight number is QI 605 to Lagos. So they'll be like, boarding announcement, flight QI 605 to Lagos, or something like that. Boarding now. There's a speaker, so you have to be really, really attentive. And they also ask around when you see people getting up. Let's say you're not sure, you see people getting up, ask them, oh, please, what flight is boarding now? And then they will tell you what flight is boarding. So yeah. So when you hear your own flight, you see like a line of people. You see a line of people going to board. People will just automatically stand up going to go and board if that's the flight that they are calling. Everybody that's going towards that destination would automatically stand up to go and board. Yes, mommy. Okay. So you follow them to board. You go on the line, be with your national identity card and your boarding pass. And then when you get there, they would cut the boarding pass into two. They would take the long part and give you the short part that has that luggage thing attached at the back that I said you shouldn't lose. So I'm coming. So use it. That short part is the part you should keep very well, because that's what has your luggage thing attached to it, or whatever part they put it on. They usually put it on the short part though. So keep it. You can even put it like at the back of your phone, but hold it sharp. Once you enter the flight, you can either put it in your pocket, put it at the back of your phone so that it doesn't fall down. You don't forget it. Then when you get into the flight, sometimes like they use like a bus carries you from the airplane to your flight. You just see what they are doing and you see what people are doing. You just have to follow through. Be smart enough and follow through. Then when you get into the flight, there are like numbers on the seats. So you have to look for your number. There's like 5 ABC, then 5 DEF. That's how they usually do it. You'll be like, if it's like a flight that has only 2 seats, you'll be like 5 AB, 5 CD. So you have to look for, and then the one that has the window, the seat that has the window closer to it. Let's say you get a window seat, you shall see it. You shall be able to figure it out. I can't explain everything to you. Please forgive the barking of my dogs. I'm trying to finish this video because I'm supposed to go out now. So that's it for being in the flight. So when you're in the flight, enjoy your ride, enjoy your journey. When you come down, you have to go and take your luggage. You have to pick up your luggage that you checked in. So you go there and then you wait. Then you wait for a little while. You see where people are crowding. They are just waiting. So you wait with them. Then the luggage starts coming out. And then you wait until you see yours. You pick yours and then you go. Whilst you're going, they would ask you for your... That's where you need that baggage thing. That's where you need that... your... Can this dog stop barking? They're distracting me. That's where you need your boarding pass, that short part of your boarding pass. You bring it out, then you hold it, and then when you're going, whoever is in charge of that would ask you for the thing, and then they'll check it with the tag on your luggage, and then if it correlates, then obviously you're free to go. And then you go and meet whoever, find your way around, go and meet whoever is coming to pick you from the airport, or take a taxi outside the airport to your destination, however you've planned it. I think that's all. I finally succeeded in doing this video. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. So you guys, I just realized that the outro I did to the other video did not record. Okay, so whilst I was editing, this question popped up in my mind, and I was thinking what I should do for my next video. So what I decided was that you guys should ask me questions in the comment section about what you want to know, or general knowledge, anything, questions you want me to answer. Let me just put it that way. Questions you want me to answer, just ask those questions. Put your questions in the comment section. I will go through each and every one of them, and then I would answer those questions in my next video, right? Yeah. And also I would put up put up a story on my IG, which I would link in the description box. I'll put my IG name, my IG handle in the description box below. So I'll put up a story that will give you guys the avenue to ask me any questions you want me to answer. So I will take a screenshot of that, and then I'll answer them in my next video. I think that's all, right? Okay, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you. I'm sure you guys there was obviously a lot of information. The video was information packed. So just in case you're planning on traveling, soon, so just make sure that you use the guidelines in the video. Also share to your siblings, your parents, your uncles, your aunties, your cousins, nephews, friends, niece that may want to travel or are planning on traveling, so they won't be in the dark about what to do when they want to travel. Thank you so much to 52 of you that I am aware of right now that have subscribed to my channel. Thank you for always engaging with my content. So I also want to have a particular day where I upload videos. So I think I've chosen Friday for that. I'll see how that works out for the next few weeks. If that works out well, then Friday will be the day where I put up new videos like every week. Thank you so much for engaging with my content. Thank you for subscribing. So don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And put your questions in the comment section. I'm gonna answer them in my next video, right? Yeah, I think that's all. There's no other thing. So see you guys in the next video. Am I not supposed to film like this? Tell me why I've been filming in portraits. Like, why?